So what we're talking about is this generation of players or players coming up now. When they say the word broken, if you unpack it, you can find lots of emotion, lots of excuses, lots of truths, all hidden in the word broken. People get hit by his brolly, they say his grab is broken. When you unpack the word broken, what you find is if you actually, yeah, exactly. But when you unpack it's not only for fighting games, yeah. But when you unpack the word broken, what it actually means is something by design that isn't designed the way it was intended. Now, if you say that about Broly's grab, is Broly's grab broken? Is that not the way it was designed? Then there's silence. Broly's grab was made that way. It's made to have armor. It was made to be that way. They intentionally made it that way. So call it broken are different things. But yeah, it's not. This isn't even out of context. It's not the same. The semantics are different. Broken is saying when someone developed this, it was not intended for this. It's like your knife. Your knife was made for if you originally made a knife to cut food and someone stabbed someone with it, you're not gonna call the knife broken. Someone just extended the use of it. Someone just decided to use it a bit differently than but if the knife decided to start opening doors and bending reality, and the knife was a bus driver, and you didn't intend it to cut or stab, and now the knife is healing, that is broken, because that's not intentionally what the knife was supposed to do. So when people really say broken, you can break this down into three words. You can have broken, busted, and overpowered. Broken isn't always. Remember, broken is, as C4 just said, broken isn't always something that's optimally. It could be something that's unoptimally used. Broken could be it's not working well. That is broken. It's working not the way it's intended. That is broken. It's not working as intended. That is really simple. Then you have the word, like we say in the UK, we have busted, or whatever you can use, whatever vernacular you use, and overpowered. Now, overpowered is a good one. So I'll bring back the knife example. We said the knife is used for cutting food, right? Imagine it was just made to cut food. Now you're stabbing people. Now the knife is able to stab people, but it's able to stab loads of people. The knife has now become overpowered. It's still doing what it intended to do, but now because of its core design, it's able to do many things that the spoon can't do, that the fork can't do. The knife is able to do all these amazing things easier than the spoon, than the fork, and all these things. And for them to do even half of what the knife does, they have to do maybe add up loads of them, or that is the difference. So that's the big difference. Look at it, not slicing Canary Wolf in half. Exactly. That's the difference. So that's when you get into overpowered. You get into something that is stronger. It's a bit stronger, not stronger than intended. It's just stronger because of either time has passed, mechanics. In the concept of fighting games, timing, mechanics added up, the way the character was designed, fine-tuned. You hear these words. That's not broken. They intended for it to be this way. When you look at Nakali in SF5 or Soul in Strive, they intended to make these characters Ryu in base SF5. They intended to make these characters the way they are. They just didn't foresee that the meta or the game would become the way it became. But they perfectly intended these characters to be that way. Yeah, these characters were. Where does Cell Perfect Attack come under this spectrum? That move is ridiculous, but I'm not gonna spread Cell's Perfect Attack. I'm not gonna spread that agenda around for my favorite move. Cell with Spark when it's just a good tool. You could say it's busted, so that's why I said have the middle ground. You have busted or really strong. You can start using this terminology. Like Cell's H Perfect Attack is ridiculous. On block puts him in the air and you can block afterwards. But hit by itself, yeah, it's a good move. It's a really, really good move. So again, to break this down, broken, people, when they say broken, a lot of people are trying to say it's busted. Like for them, it's an emotional response. This is a guttural emotional response. When people say something is busted, you don't either know how to deal with it or it's really hard to deal with, but this is emotional. So this is emotional. This is not working as intended. Factual. So this is not working as intended and is factual. This is emotional with some facts in there as well. And overpowered is a combination of when the tools are working as intended, but the game as it's an opinion as well. So this is an opinion. Doesn't mean it's not a wrong opinion. It doesn't mean that it's not a wrong opinion or a right opinion, but it's an opinion. And if a lot of people share that opinion of something that is overpowered, then it's all power. It's all up to the development team if they want to change the course of the character, so as to make their game more competitive or change the landscape. So yeah, so like I said, when people mention broken, when they're like, oh, something's broken, you have to tell yourself, is this thing not working as intended? And if the answer is yes or no, then it's either busted or it's overpowered. And it's either an emotional, they're both opinions, but one is comes from a purely emotional thing, you can't deal with it, and the other one is just your opinion on the strength or on towards the meta of the game. People like, if you take away the meta, toward the direction of the travel of the game, and you don't enjoy it because this character is doing this and it's affecting the integrity of the game, then it becomes overpowered. But yeah, complete different things.